Definitely. Nick and Tara are here with Tacky Jacks, and we're working on something that I think looks awesome, and I haven't tried it before, so I am truly super excited. Nick, what are we cooking today?
Today we're going to have the drunken jack shrimp.
And the drunken aspect comes into it how?
We have delicious rum and some white wine to go with it.
And we're going to drown it in some rum
already.
And white. I've been having some of that already. But no, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're doing that. What are the other ingredients we're going to be using?
We're going to use some fresh chopped onion, fresh chopped ginger and garlic, obviously beautiful Alabama Gulf Coast shrimp. We're going to have some salt, lemon juice, white wine, rum, obviously, heavy cream, and a little bit of honey to finish it off.
So is this a newer dish at Tacky Jacks, or is this a staple favorite?
Well, this is actually one of the secret items of our new menu that we've got coming out.
Nice.
So
that is fantastic.
This is a little bit of a taste that you guys are going to get to try out for the new items.
I love getting the sneak preview right here on Studio 10. That is
only
great.
Here.
Only here. So we've got some water boiling. We've got some butter in here. What are we going to need to do here first to get started, Nick?
First thing we're going to do is we're going to get our butter hot, and then we're going to add some onions into it.
Okay.
Now we're going to let those onions cook off for a little bit.
And you truly have my favorite ingredients here. Butter, onions, garlic, a little bit of ginger to add that extra flavor as well. And I just love fresh Gulf seafood as well. Now we've got this guitar here, so we'll tell you all about what's going on with that in our next segment. We'll tell you about a big thing happening at Tacky Jacks. But that new menu you mentioned, when is that going to be revealed?
Well, we're still working on it. Like I said, right now we're working on some of the new items, trying to make sure, tweaking them just right, making sure that exactly what people are going to want.
All right.
And it's all good things and all good time. I'll leave it at that.
All right, sounds good. So stop into Tacky Jacks to get your traditional favorites, and soon to come this as well. The recipe for this right now is online, so go check that out. And we will continue the process here in the kitchen as well as tell you about that fantastic guitar, guys. Back with Nick and Tara from Tacky Jacks, and we just scratched the surface in our first segment. We just got some of this garlic started, but we're ready to do more cooking now on our drunken jack shrimp pasta. What else are we going to do here, Nick?
Well, now we actually had the onions before. Now we're throwing in a little bit of the garlic and the ginger. And we're going to let those come together nicely. I love that sound.
Yes, I love that sound as well. You know, it's sizzling goodness. And we have got, while you continue to work on that, we've got some great sounds coming your way at Tacky Jacks as well. Tell us about this guitar, Tara.
All right, so first of all, good morning, and I'm so excited to be back here. In fact, we have got some great events going on at Tacky Jacks on Battleship Parkway, right in between the cusp of Mobile and Baldwin County. So this event is going to be great for everybody, just a short drive. It's called the Marlin Music Series, and if you haven't heard about it yet, Tacky Jacks has this great new series, and in the month of August, we have two bands coming in that we're really excited about. On August the 2nd, we have DJ Jermaine Quiz from New Orleans, and he's bringing around two guests, Andrew Campanelli and Rob Ingram from The Revivalists. So if you've heard of The Revivalists, they're going to be coming and jamming. And their music is really cool. He mixes, it's a mashup style of music. So he mixes old 80s and funk with new sounds as well as live horns, saxophone, and drums.
Well, if they're from New Orleans, they got to have those live horns in there.
It's great. It's going to be like the biggest dance party on the water. And if you haven't been to Tacky Jacks, it's outside. You've got the Mobile Bay and the Battleship as your backdrop. I mean, it's so much fun. The vibe is going to be great. And if that rain will hold off and we have good weather, there's going to be tons of people there. It's going to be packed.
That sounds awesome. Sounds like a great time. The Marlin Music Series. So the word series is in there.
Right. So basically what we're doing is we have live music every Friday and Saturday night starting about 9 o'clock. We also have a cool promotion that we're working with Bayfest on, and they're doing their Battle of the Bands. So over the past few weeks, we've had bands come out and they're auditioning for a spot on the main stage at Bayfest. So that's on Friday nights. And that's going to be concluding in August. But the series is going to continue. We've got great bands every Friday and Saturday night. And another band that I'll tell you about in the next segment called the Banditos.
All right. Sounds fantastic. I may have heard of the Banditos as well. They're a great band. So that looks great. And this looks great in the kitchen. You're adding some more stuff here. What are we all adding, Nick?
I went ahead and threw the shrimp in. Now I'm going to add a little bit of salt, the lemon juice, the white wine, and the lovely rum.
Look at that, and I wish you could smell it because it smells so good. And that's where we get the drunken from in the title of this recipe, the white wine and the rum. And you've got the noodles here, so while you work on that, between this and the final segment, you'll probably get those noodles started, and I figure we're going to put it all together at the end.
That'll be what happens.
That will be what happens. So that's coming up here on Studio 10. Stick around for that, and check out the recipe and more about Tacky Jacks on our webpage. Cherish.
Welcome back. Hope you're hungry this morning because we are cooking something good in our kitchen with Tara and Nick from Tacky Jacks. How about some drunken jack shrimp pasta? You're working hard over there.
Somewhat.
What? So this looks like it's not too difficult of a dish to make if somebody wants to go home and make it tonight for their family.
It's really simple. Probably the hardest thing is going to have to devein the shrimp.
And that can get tricky.
People hate doing that.
Yeah, and just being careful.
If you know how to do it right, it can go just like that.
That's right. Well, you know, we can just have you over to cook for us. How about that? Or go to Tacky Jacks. That's a good idea.
That's the idea.
Exactly. And you guys have a new menu in Gulf Shores and Orange Beach.
Yeah, we do. And he's working on this today. And speaking of our great food and our sexy hosts on the show, Tacky Jacks is getting 2 Nappy Awards tonight, one for our great gumbo and one for the best outdoor dining. So
wonderful.
We'll be accepting some awards tonight for that. So he's going to finish this piece up, and I'll finish up by talking about the Banditos. So I know Joe said he has heard of them, and they're a great band. They're from Birmingham. They're now in Nashville. They've been making some headlines lately. They were featured as one of the 12 bands you have to see in Alabama, and they just came in first place for the Hangout Fest, their Battle of the Bands that they did with MTV and VH1 and CMT. And so they're making some headlines. They're going to be at Tacky Jacks on Friday, August the 9th. All the information on all the bands for the Marley Music Series are on our website at tackyjacks.com, and it's going to be a great time, a lot of fun.
Sounds like it. Always good stuff going on at Tacky Jacks. Meanwhile, you just finished that right up.
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
There it is. It's all done.
Well, I just put the sauce on it, put some parsley on it to add and bring out that contrasting colors for it. But everything, really, all we did was just, we had everything in there. We just reduced it down a little bit, made sure that taste was just perfect, and there it is. Voila.
Looks like it tastes fantastic. Can't wait to eat some of that. And you can get the recipe on fox10tv.com. It's on the Studio 10 page. Great having you guys in as always. And we will see you back in just a few minutes.